What you guys are seeing right now is a first look at the Rebirth Island update coming in Season 2. So in today's video, we're going to talk about everything that you need to know. So for the first time ever in Call of Duty Warzone history, the dev team over at Raven Software released a dev talk. Now, if you guys don't know what a dev talk is, they basically answer questions from the community and talk about upcoming updates coming to the game. And one of the things they did mention, which we're going to start things off with here, is the huge update to Rebirth Island. And as you guys can see from the images here, it looks like they have listened to our feedback. If you guys don't know, I've been screaming at the top of my lungs now for months, maybe even years, that they need to switch up Rebirth Island, include a reskin, include a snow theme, stuff like that along those lines. And for the first time ever, it seems like they're listening. And it seems like a lot of other Rebirth content creators are excited. Brighton said Christmas came early. Nick says Wells hyped up for the Christmas Rebirth. Legend 6K also seems hyped about Rebirth Island. But there are some content creators who did release some of their concerns about the new map changes coming to Rebirth Island. For example, here Zyro states, I was expecting huge POI changes for Rebirth for the refresh, but instead we got 1 millimeter of snow across the map, and it's not even here for Christmas. It's coming around February. This ain't it, man. Jay Kuchi even responded to this, and he said, I mean, I'm sure they're afraid to change the map too much, but dropping it 2 months after Christmas is extremely freaking dumb. LMAO. Especially since Haven's Hollow will fail, it'd be nice to have this updated Rebirth on drop. So in today's video, I'm gonna give you guys my opinion of what I think about what we've seen so far on the Rebirth Island refresh drop, and send this video also to the devs over there, and hopefully they can hear some of my feedback I'm giving and read a couple of your guys' comments as well. So if you guys have feedback from what you've seen or what you're worried about or excited to see, whatever it may be, respond down in the comment section down below. There might be some devs reading this that might spark an idea or help them maybe switch gears a little bit if need be. So let's go ahead and hop right into it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna first go over the images that we do have and talk about the positives, and then mention a couple of my concerns when it does come to the new Rebirth Island refresh coming in Season 2. So to start things off here, this is an overview of the map. Now, a few of the new POIs we could already see off rip is this right here. This is, I call this island, but there only was a shack in this area down low. Now it looks like they've added an actual building, an actual POI. There's also this container on the right-hand side. Knowing the Rebirth Island theme, it might contain a missile, because you know how the Rebirth Island has that. So this is one of the newer POIs that we see. It looks cool. It looks promising. It also looks like they've, I guess, cleaned up this little bit of a side here as well. So honestly, a good added POI, especially in an area that I feel like was needed. Now, the obvious stuff they've added here is the snow, and it wasn't added too much, what I did enjoy. So they added just enough where, like, yes, there's snow on the map, but it's not really, you know, used like 2 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet of snow. It's just enough layer to change, I guess, the vibe of Rebirth Island, and I'll talk more about that here in a second. But the snow, I gotta say and admit, it is a W. It's not too much, it's not too little. I think it's actually just right. Here's another look down here by Control Center, by the pirate ship. As you guys can see, it has some snow stains right here. For some reason, I mean, I might have to go back to some older gameplay. This does look cleaned up as well. Something I noticed is they added this container. So it looks like the containers are going to be switching over to the Atlas containers from the red containers. As you can see, this one is open as well. So a WPOI change. You can see a little bit more of a clear image on these two containers as well. I do admit though, it's in the right direction. We'll get to the negatives here later, but this is another picture. And I think from this, you can see it just looks a little bit more clean, and also the POI in the distance. So it looks like it's going to be pretty big. Also, the trees are a little bit more fall theme, I think. Now looking over towards Grandma's Lighthouse and front prison. Again, nothing really changed here too much, and just a couple snow going on top of the rooftops. A couple little snow paths here, snow on the street. Looks like it's got cleaned up. They also cleaned up, I think, some of the grass. Now it's covered with snow, so a little bit more flatter in areas. That's a positive, I will admit. Down low near Stronghold here, ladies and gentlemen. So nothing I can notice off rip that is changeable, but one thing I will call out is on the top right-hand side of your screen, behind living quarters, right? This is living quarters. This used to be an artillery. This is where the missile would be. You could actually climb up on the missile, and sometimes if you're smart enough, do the jump to get on top of green roof. But they've now added a building here, but it's not the building that's so much special. It's actually what's underneath it. In this next image here, you can see, yes, they added a new dock, possibly jet skis as well. But if you look north of that, this is the building we were talking about, and it looks like this is going to be a bunker. Now, due to my knowledge, right, and if you play Rebirth Island a lot, if you scroll back, right, if this is a bunker, this could potentially lead 2 different routes. This bunker could lead all the way over towards factory, where in fact, or chemical, I forgot the name of it, I already switched it up. There's actually a bunker system, so it might be an underground system that could lead from area to area, and it could lead over here, where at this entrance, there's another bunker entrance. Now, at the moment, those doors are closed. However, you know, they are adding info strikes. If you guys don't know what an info strike is, it's when it's a live event in the game. Sometimes they knock down Lighthouse, sometimes they knock down Water Tower. So maybe during one of the strikes, they actually open up the bunkers, and now you have this whole pathway, and there's a good loot down there. Could be a little bit of a hot drop. Not too sure. As long as it's not excessive tunnel system, kind of like a Sheikah Island, I don't mind it. If it's a little bit that adds detail, you know, nothing to complain with. And then of course we have the downward dock here. This used to be a vehicle that sat right here, had a bit of a head glitch with a shack, I believe, right here. Looks like they cleaned that up, which is good. Interesting. Down low, we have again another look at the area that we mentioned off rip called Island. It looks like it's going to be a 2-story building. Most likely going to probably walk through these doors, be a little balcony that's going to layer down low. Nothing too crazy in that building, I assume. It's kind of like this building down here, where just enough to cover some space. You have that Atlas container, some snow path, the tree. Again, nothing too crazy here other than another view of that POI. So overall, I think those are the positives. The map does look like they executed somewhat properly the snow theme to it. They've added what we can account to for 2 POIs, and the colors I am concerned about. I'm gonna give them a positive though, because we want to make sure this is a sunny themed Rebirth Island. I do not want fogs. Devs, please listen to me when I'm saying this. We do not want fog. We do not want a snowstorm, although those would be cool. At the end of the day, just keep the vibrant skies. And if you're going to add snow or anything, add it to the map, not surroundings. One thing that would be cool though, and here's an idea, you might see it here. It's weird because it's very hard to look out in the water, right? But on certain images, it's not. So I'm wondering if the zone is now going to be a blizzard. That would be pretty sick. I would like that, right? That would be pretty cool. Instead of green, because then you have a green zone with like the snow theme, a blizzard would be pretty cool, right? A blizzard would be pretty cool. It matches the theme with the gas mask. You could just pretty much change the filter on it. I think that'd be pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But now we're gonna get into the juicy stuff on the stuff that I am concerned about, the things that I did not like or do not like, but mainly worried about. I think that's more of the category because this is again a first look. First thing I want to say, they need a reskin, and I don't know how difficult this is, man, but we are going into Black Ops 7. Black Ops 7 plays into a futuristic theme. If you guys haven't played it already, it's basically a follow-up of Black Ops 3. You got the robots, you got that kind of vibe to it. That being said, with this futuristic theme, Rebirth Island needs to be on par with that. I'm grateful for what we have, but this does look like the bare minimum. I would love, and I need to see, this is not even a want, this is a need. I need to see a reskin. A reskin being like, you don't have to even change all the POIs, just enough where like, we are playing a map that feels different and looks different. That's the main one. It needs to look different. The shack's gotta change. The building's gotta change. Like, I'm not saying the inside, I'm not saying redesign the entire building, but it's gotta be reskinned, bro. It has to be reskinned. If not, we're playing the same thing. You have to change the theme of the map. You have to change the colors. You have to change, put on a wrap. You gotta change it up. If not, a lot of players are gonna be upset over this. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, because you could have little areas like, yeah, the crates W, but you need to do more of that. You need to change the crates. You need, like they did with the crates, you need to change the shacks. Like, you need to maybe grab some assets from Avalon and add them in replacement to these things. You have to. That is the biggest thing. Grab some assets from Avalon that match, so it doesn't have to be an exact one-to-one of the shack, right? But maybe grab the shack that we have in Avalon and then add it here. Or, you know, one of the buildings, if it has the same format of single, maybe change the way single is. Just replace them out. The lamppost, like change the lamppost. Like, it's those little things. The trees should be pine trees. I'm sorry. The trees should be pine trees. Like, in the snow theme, listen, and before it's like, but it's Rebirth Island, we can't change it too much. First off, Rebirth Island is based in California. I could take a boat there right now. It never snows. It's not gonna snow there. So this is already fiction. So we can throw off the realism out the door. Add pine trees, add some little bit more vibrant colors, a futuristic theme, a skin to them, and we'll get into that the next part after. But those are the two things, bro. Change a couple of the assets, right? And change a couple of the trees and reskin. That would make so many people happy. But it needs to be changed, man. Like, this literally looks the same. And I don't think they change anything other than adding the snow. So yeah, let's 1000% reskin this, brother. And inside too, the couches, the chairs, the doors, change them up. Change them up. You guys have to, bro. You guys have to, bro. It's almost like, what are we doing if we don't do it? You feel me? So yeah, that'd be one of my concerns that I would say off rip. The second thing is, there needs to be a POI change between one of these buildings. I love this area, and it is a little worrisome to even bring this up, but the POI changes are pretty much on the outside of the map. They're pretty far. So, you know, you gotta take a chance and change one of the major POIs. I think the major POIs are obviously prison, control center. Some may say grandma's factory, right? These as well are in the main, but I think these you could get away with changing for sure. If you added probably like that, like a 3-story building here, this would be the new control center, 1000%. Grandpa's is a cool house, cool POI, but I think it could be changed. I think it could be changed. So I hope that they could change them or replace them. You gotta change a POI in the major area. You can't just change a POI as an outskirts and call it a day, right? You gotta change one in the major area. I'm not saying change them all, because also, you know, kind of what I think Zyro or Jkuji, one of them are saying is like, you don't want to change too much. You can't go too far off the edge. But like, if there's a meter, right, this is like too much change, this is too little change, you want to be smacked in the middle. I think COD's a little bit right here. Like, they need to get a little bit more pushed up a little bit more. So I think, one, change the assets, you know, such as the trees, doors, lampposts, some of the shack, tiny buildings, like change that and reskin the buildings so that they look more futuristic, on theme with Black Ops 7. And then going on to the third part here, one of the POIs need to be in a major area. I think over here for sure. I think the location of the POIs where they're at right now that we saw are good, but the third one needs to be in a major spot. And I think adding a 3-story building here, like a control center, like a tiny skinny one, would be fire. Other thing I'll mention here is Call of Duty is thinking about introducing wall jumping and the grapple hook into Call of Duty itself. Now, they're going to be testing that in LTMs, and we'll get into that here in a little bit during the dev talk. But for the most part, I can see those playing a big part on Rebirth Island. And to do so, I think they need to add certain areas on the map that maybe have an area where it's easier to hit a grapple hook, or that are wall jumpable, right? Where you're adding wall jump abilities on the map that, you know, can be made for it. You know what I mean? So stuff like that, I think, should be incorporated and added onto the map, as if, you know, wall jumping was already coming. I think that'd be a huge one. And yeah, and the big concern is timing with Rebirth Island. I'm in all favor with a lot of the content creators and a lot of people in the comments that are saying that it's coming too late, and I agree. I personally think Call of Duty, you dropped the ball again, and people are gonna hate it. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm just gonna find some enjoyment with it. I'm just gonna play because at the end of the day, it's new. But it is disappointing that you guys are listening but not listening, right? And another thing a lot of content creators are talking about right now is the timing with Rebirth Island. And me just transparently talking, it almost seems like this decision was made last second, as if they overestimated the success that Haven's Hollow would have. And out of the reaction people had from playtesting it to COD Next, all the stuff, that it is a bit underwhelming. So they had to fall back on something to re-get the players or regain their trust, especially with Battlefield 6 applying the pressure as they should. And that's a great game as well. And so Call of Duty needs to come out with content, and they can't, I guess you could say, bank on the success of Haven's Hollow not succeeding, and then they go back and just relaunch Rebirth Island with no update. So they had to do something. They had to do something fast, and I think that's where this idea sparked from, which is why I think it's delayed. But this for sure should have been released during season 1, Christmas time. Following that up, there should have been a spring update where they removed the snow, added flowers, added maybe some changes. And then for summertime, they should have added a summer update where maybe they add a boat that goes around the map that kind of had like Unfortunate's Keep. They add, you know, umbrellas, like make it a beach theme, you know, like that should have been the vibe. And that's the vibe they should be going for with Rebirth Island, where they're consistently changing the map, similar to how Fortnite does. It seems like they're going on that trend, but they're just a little late with the delivery, at least for the Christmas one. So disappointing. I'm still gonna enjoy it. I'm still gonna have fun, but hopefully we don't make the same mistake again twice, where you're doing a summer theme during Christmas, if that makes sense. That being said, though, there's actually been some updates to Haven's Hollow, which we're gonna hop into here in a second. But I think a general feedback I've been seeing, people are either really excited about it, or, you know, a little tiptoeing about it, concerned, which is still some type of excitement, or people are just blindly hating on this. And let me just talk to the people real quick who are blindly hating on the Rebirth Island update coming. A lot of them are complaining, it's the same map for 5 years, what are we doing, da 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 da. Although I agree, I think the only reason people don't like Rebirth Island at the moment, if you're one of them, is because you hit the fatigue. You hit the Rebirth Island, you're tired of the map, right? It's not that the map's bad, you're just tired of it. So if the map is continuously changed, that's a good thing. And a lot of people are crying at the edge, you know, top of the guns, we need a new map, we need a new map. Well, one, you're getting Haven's Hollow, you're gonna get Fortune's Keep, you're gonna get Rebirth Island in a rotation. So you have a new map. So Rebirth Island getting a refresh and a reskin does not get in the way of us getting a brand new map or not. Now, if you really love, you know, or if you really don't like Rebirth Island, do not play it. I'm talking to all these content creators, man, all these people in the comment section talking smack on it. Rebirth Island again for 5 years, then don't play it. The reason why Rebirth Island is back is because people consistently play it over any other Resurgence map, right? Area 99, if that was a very successful map with a high player count, that map would still be around. But unfortunately, it did not succeed, and they had to bring back Rebirth Island to get people to play the game again. When they had Rebirth Island with rotation. They had Rebirth Island rotation, I believe, with Fortune's Keep. Rebirth Island took majority of the actual map choosing over Fortune's Keep. I think it was like one playlist with Fortune's Keep and everything else was Rebirth Island. Eventually, they had to get rid of player rotation or map rotation because people were just choosing to play Rebirth Island. So it comes down to the thing where it's like, there's no reason to complain. You have a brand new map, you have a Rebirth Island refresh, and then you have Fortune's Keep. You have 3 Resurgence map with rotation, right? Rebirth Island, don't play it. But what it seems like the pattern is going to be is people are going to play Haven's Hollow for the first season because Rebirth Island I don't think will be available to play. And then when Rebirth Island refresh comes out, people will forget about Haven's Hollow. That's my predictions. At the end of the day, mainly the content creators, bro, because in the space that I'm in, it's very tiring to see content creators complain and hate on it, not critique it. It's different when content creators critique it, like what we were reading in the comment section. That's fine. You want to, hey, I think they should do this map, or I'm not excited about this map, they should do this. That's critiquing, that's fine. But the content creators who are just hating on it, like, nah, this is weak, this is ain't it, nah, I'm not playing this, nah, then don't play. I better not see them on Rebirth Island, because it's one thing to complain and then make videos on it just to get that bread. You know what I mean? If you're not gonna like the map, critique it so it can get better. You know what I mean? But don't hate the map, talk smack on the map, say all this stuff for 24/7, not critiquing, I'm not talking about that, and then upload everyday videos on it just to get that money. Come on now. Now let's hop into the updates coming to the brand new map Haven's Hollow, and as well as hearing the devs answer your guys' questions. If you guys don't know, the devs did a dev talk where they responded to a bunch of the questions people in the community have been asking. So we're gonna respond to it, hear what they have to say, and see what the vibe is.
My name is Pete Actipis, game director on Warzone here at Raven Software. Over the last few weeks, we've been collecting questions from our community, and I'm here to answer some of our biggest ones. All right, let's get right into it. First question. What are you changing on Haven's Hollow for launch? It's a great question. The reception
Haven's Hollow, what are they changing at launch?
COD Next was really positive towards Haven's Hollow, but we're always looking to improve the player experience. So what we're doing is we're increasing the amount of players across all matches. For example, in quads, we're moving up to 52 players from what you might have seen at COD Next at 44 players.
44 to 52.
Has also reworked the center POI, formerly known as Homestead, now known as the Barn. This solves a few problems that
So it's going from 44 to 52 player count. Also, they changed the POI. Now, if you guys don't know, this POI is Barn. It might be like, all right, who cares? Yeah, Barn is their center POI. This is supposed to be the marketplace of Vondel. This is supposed to be the prison of Rebirth Island. This is supposed to be the castle of Ashika Island. On Haven's Hollow, it's a barn. So this is what it was before, and now it looks like a bigger barn. Oh, actually, no, they did change a little bit. Okay, they added well, it's still the barn, maybe a different type of barn. Then they changed the center of this to like a little campfire. It's like a court, I guess, courtyard. Okay.
There's been several long sight lines that have been resolved now with the new layout. We also have a lot more intention.
After. I will say this, honestly, I had actually negative feedback when I first saw this, but now looking at this more, W map change. I don't think though, this is supposed to be at the center of the map. This is not a center map POI. So although it's a W POI change, it's not supposed to be a center POI.
Rotations
for sure.
To and from this POI, and the center building has been reformatted to fix a lot more.
But W, Raven. Wow, that's really good change.
And expressive play. You mentioned plans to shake up the meta. Can you be more specific? Yeah, absolutely. So
not a lot of people know this. Well, maybe you do, maybe you don't, but the meta hardly ever changes. There's usually one ultimate meta for both primary and secondary for 2-3 months. Now, there's the ultimate meta, and then everything under that is usually viable. There's a good chunk of viable weapons that are maybe performing at 80% compared to the 100%, and then everything else under that is terrible. So let's see what they have to say.
We are committing to updating the meta more often than we ever have in the past. You know, the goal is to keep weapon diversity as interesting as possible. We plan on doing that by really focusing on attachments to make sure that they're both impactful and meaningful to the player. Now, we had mentioned that we're updating our technology in terms of being able to tune weapon attachments. And this is really important for us because now we're able to really go in and fine-tune specific problem cases. Instead of nerfing a weapon to the ground, we can be intentional with the changes that we need to make so we can keep the weapon's identity secure. Now, we have a blog coming in the next.
So basically, like, for example, like the Kilo 141's ultimate meta. In old times, or in the time we're in now, if they wanted to nerf the weapon, they would just make the gun dirt. So it would take more bullets to kill. It would be slower ADS, stuff like that. But now it looks like they can actually tune in specifically on what they need to fix. So if the Kilo 141, it's too overpowered, maybe they lower, let's just say, the bullet velocity. So how fast the bullet is traveling, making it harder to hit your shots, or they increase, you know, the horizontal recoil of it, stuff like that, which is good. I like that.
We'll cover a lot more of our weapon philosophy, so tune into that. There's a lot of weapons in Warzone. How are you going to balance them all? Our focus is on the new weapons introduced with Black Ops 7's launch and Season 1. You can always go back and play with old favorite blueprints you own.
W and L. My theory is, like, yes, their focus should be on Black Ops 7, and to the devs, your focus should be on Black Ops 7, 1000%. But when you have 100, 200, 300 guns now from Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 6 in the mix, now Black Ops 7, what I personally think you guys need to do, you guys need to introduce all the Black Ops 7 guns and then vault every single one of the older weapons. However, each season, you should bring a handful of guns into the mix. For example, maybe not on Season 1, because it's obviously more focused on Black Ops 7, but when you look at Season 1.5, Season 2, and so forth, you should introduce, yo, this Season 1.5, we're bringing back the Superi, and it's good. You could use the Superi. They've tuned it. They've maybe add a couple new blueprints for it, because I know you're going to want to make some money that way. You can now add 8 attachments to the weapon. And along that, you have 2 SMGs, 2 ARs. And so like the content would flow and people would be more excited about revisiting and using those weapons. And then when the next season comes, those old weapons get vaulted and you bring in new old weapons. So you always have Black Ops 7. And when you do bring in the older weapons into the mix, at least it's somewhat important. They're not just there for a slot. They're there for a purpose, right? Black Ops 7 guns will maybe still be king, but if you're looking to, you know, revisit an old meta, for example, if I want to go, you know, revisit the Superi 46, it's a good weapon. It does not hold true to any way, shape, or form Black Ops 6 guns, let alone probably Black Ops 7. So if you want to use older weapons, at least now revisiting them, it would be a lot stronger, and they should also max out those weapons.
What are you doing with perks? Well, this year our goal was to really shake up the perk category so they can be really much more competitive for players. We wanted players to really mix up how they use perks and get them out of their comfort zone. We've removed underutilized perks, we've buffed up other perks, and post-COD Next, we've taken feedback to heart and really buffing up other perks that we felt could use a little bit more love. For example, Survivor now is going to be able to protect you against one-shot headshots. We have a lot more to cover with perks, and we're going to be covering a lot more detail in our blog coming out right before Season 1.
So they're just adding new perks and stuff like that. What do you think about aim assist? Ooh, you're not gonna like this one to all the guppies and
Working
timmies.
closely with Treyarch on adjusting aim assist across all ranges and a right stick aiming requirement that will lead to a more competitive and balanced experience. These changes go live in Warzone with the launch of Season 1.
So aim assist is gonna it's gonna be harder to hit your shots, which is good. The main focus it seems like they're going with is with the right stick. When you aim with your right stick, it's usually in a close quarter gunfight. So if someone's in front of your face, if you ever notice, when someone is close range, and that's why I go in hipfire a lot, my stick aims for me. Everyone's aim assist will aim for them. So I think they're reducing that, so it's a less like it's more hard to hit your shots in the close range. I think it's good. I think people will get frustrated over it. It'll be a learning curve, but we'll see how it goes.
Said buybacks are coming back. What other LTMs can we expect? Well, we want to leave some surprises for you, but for Season 1, we can talk about some of the weekend LTMs coming. Now, one experimental one that we're excited about is called Amped BR. And the idea here simply
BR LTM
is increased health, because we really want to see how this changes the moment-to-moment combat. Now, we also have some other LTMs in store for Season 1. One that I will talk about is High Octane BR. This is pretty cool because players can start out with their loadouts. They're also able to access the buy station anywhere, at any time, with a press of a button.
So LTMs, if you guys don't know what LTMs are basically a special type of game mode. You guys might be familiar with Souped Up Resurgence. You guys might be familiar with Extreme Rebirth Resurgence, buyback quads. But it seems like the ones they're introducing are the first one being one with extra health. That is for BR only. And another one, also for BR only, is going to be one where you spawn in with your loadout and you can access the buy station via your hand. Now, the first time I heard about this, I wasn't too excited because it is BR. But if I really dive into the idea, it does actually seem pretty cool. I think it would actually pique my interest a little bit more in Battle Royale. Royale. I don't play Battle Royale because it's too slow. I don't play Battle Royale because it's not enough gunfights. And I have TikTok brain rot. I'm gonna keep it a buck. 6'7", tung tung sahur, tralaleo, tralala, all that good stuff. Like, I have Roblox TikTok brain rot. It is what it is. And I think a lot of people do. So by killing that time where it's like having to go to the buy station, popping UAV, finding someone, then getting into gunfight, actually could be a little bit interesting. I don't think that interests me on Verdansk personally. I think Verdansk, I'm sorry to say it, I think Verdansk is dead. I'm tired of Verdansk. I don't want to ever see Verdansk again. I'm over it. But I do think Avalon would be a lot of fun. And if that's the way they go with Blackout, that would be pretty cool.
Open match.
And spawning in with your loadout too was fun. Listen, I play Battle Royale to spawn in with my loadout. I'm sorry.
Coming to Warzone. Yes, open matchmaking is coming to Warzone in season 1. Are you adding
open matchmaking? Is there basically limited matchmaking, so no skill-based matchmaking? However, the theories and the content I've been seeing being produced online basically states otherwise, that it's not really open playlist. Skill-based matchmaking is still there, so we'll see how that plays out. Are you adding any new movement mechanics?
Any new movement mechanics to Warzone? Well, at COD Next, we showed that tac sprint is off by default. Now, if you're a type of player that really likes tac sprint, you can go into the sprinter perk and re-enable it that way. What are you changing on Rebirth Island in season 2? We've seen a lot of conversations about Rebirth Island on socials. And what we're happy to say is winter is coming. So Rebirth has been hit by a snowstorm. Not only that, but there is a new infill strike coming in season 2. We also have some.
He says a new info strike, so I think it's only one, and I think it's going to be the bunkers.
Geo changes that are really going to help out with rotations and combat situations around the map. We have more info coming in the next coming weeks.
Let me know what you guys think, man. Are you guys excited with the changes that are coming for the Havens Hollow gameplay, and more importantly, Rebirth Island? What are your concerns? Again, I'm going to be sending this over to the Call of Duty team so they can just watch the video, go over the comments. At the end of the day, I'm excited for something new with Rebirth Island, but let's full send it. You know what I mean? And the only reason I say that is because Rebirth Island has proven itself and saved the game multiple times over the last 5 years. It's a fact. It's got a core fan base. It's got a strong fan base. Change it up a little bit more. Change it up a little bit more. Add the reskin. Change the ad sets. Make sure we got the vibrant color scheme. I would love a snowstorm if you guys want to add that as well. And we need a new POI change somewhere in the center of the map. That being said, those are some of my big key points. Also, you're a little late to the ball with the winter theme. Winter theme in February going into spring is a little bit weird. However, you know, let's just, I think not miss the mark again. And come summertime, hopefully you guys have a summer theme ready to go, right? I would start saying plan that now. And then following the summer theme, have an October theme, and then have a winter theme. Okay, get on board. Let's get some gameplays on Rebirth Island so you guys can see what it looks like now. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And don't forget to like and sub. We're on our way to 700,000. All right, come on, give me something good. Give me something good. A FAMAS and an XMG. Probably one of the worst weapons in the game, but at least we can replace that now with an LC-10. Where's everyone at? I know it's popping here. You guys excited about Rebirth Island snow map or what? We got the SOG early. Nice try, buddy. Nice try, buddy. Nice try, buddy boy. Nice try, buddy boy. Uh-oh. Ha! Yo, pal forgot he was gaming. That's why, bro. That's why I never like to play with Phil on, bro. Dude, it's popping off down here. What the heck? Hello? Where is he? There he is. Yo, you were so lucky. I thought you died, bro. I actually thought you died. So I stopped shooting. Excuse me. It's okay. It's okay. Papa, it's okay. You know where I'm at. I'm on the boat. I'm standing on the corpse of your teammate's body. Okay? You know where I'm at. Where you at? Tell me. Where you at? Sounds like your voice is getting farther and farther. Is that you? Why are you running away? Why are you running away? What happened? No, tell me what happened there. You want me to tell you what happened? You knew exactly where I was. Uh-oh. You should have ran away but cut off my LOS. You know what LOS means? That means line of sight. You should have dove into the water if you didn't want to fight. But running in a straight line, Pops, that's not going to help you. So catch this bunker buster. Look up. Look up. That's me taking a dump on your chest. Ready? Here it comes. Boom. Oh my gosh. That was brutal. You guys saw what I just did to your teammate? You guys saw what I just did to your teammate? Y'all saw what I just did to your teammate? All right, now you're the last man standing. Do you want to run or do you want to fight me? I'll give you 5 seconds to decide. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you want to fight, huh? Shouldn't have fought, bro.
No way.
Yes, way, bro. When there's a will, there's a way. Did I even say that line right? Is that guy still alive? No, he gave up. I'd give up. Oh. Shoot, nukes out here. Am I grinding Genesis today? Of course, bro. Of course we're grinding Genesis. Duh. Hello. Come on, bro. Throwing a thermite. I did not mean to buy a P-Strike. This is bad. Oh, no. I have specialists. That won't hurt. Dang, you got gun, buddy. Who else wants to smoke? Who else wants to smoke? I'm the cheater? I'm not even cheating, bro. What makes you think I'm cheating? Oh, no. They're going to report me, chat. Be honest, chat. Y'all think I'm cheating? Don't lie. I'm not cheating. I'm not cheating. Yes, we're giving away a copy of Black Ops 7 after I win this next game. All you guys got to do is drop a like, drop a sub, and then comment down below Rebirth on the YouTube live stream. Hello? Hello? I'm dead, aren't I? Oh my god, I'm getting a muscle spasm in my tricep right now. My tricep is literally flickering right now. Alright, listen, buddy. I know there's two of you guys around here and you guys are hiding, but you can't hide from the Rebirth Reaver. You can't. Hello? I found you! Don't run away from me! Don't run away from me! Uh oh, someone missed their jump. Someone missed their jump. Somebody missed their jump. I have no ammo. Time out, time out, time out, time out. Thank you. What up, bro? That's all. Hey, listen. That is a horrible landing situation. Why would you land on somebody on the edge of the map? No, don't turn away. Look at me. Look at this. Watch me gun your teammate. Ready? Watch me gun your teammate. Watch this. I'm gonna run right towards him. Hello? Wait, hi, Funny Max. What's up, buddy?
Look, that is fake. That...
Dude, it's really me, bro. What's up, man?
Wait, you're live?
Yes, I'm live, bro.
Wait, you're live? Oh my god.
What's up, bro?
There's no way.
There's a way.
Such a long time, though.
Yeah? Happy Thanksgiving, go! I did not mean to disrespect his team in front of him, but happy Thanksgiving, bro. People still play this, so let me comment on that. This guy in my TikTok chat said people still play this game, referring to Rebirth Island. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think the popularity of Call of Duty is all that high. However, if Call of Duty, or not Call of Duty, if TikTok is showing you a Warzone live streamer streaming a Warzone, that means you are still watching Warzone Rebirth Island content. That is how the algorithm works, bro. It's not gonna just show you a random game you don't watch and stopped watching long time ago. So when people come in and comment that, bro, you're self-reporting yourself, bro. You expose yourself. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you have to like Call of Duty, but when you fake, like, oh wow, people still play this? Yeah, buddy, that's why TikTok is showing you a live stream of a streamer who streams Call of Duty playing the game Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Buddy just self-reported. Don't come in my building, bro. I'm having a serious conversation here. Okay? What did I say, bro? Don't come here.
Oh my fuck.
Whoa, language. TikTok code. You're so smart. Yep. So, to answer your very obnoxious, is that the right word? Question. Yes, people still play it. Do people play as much as they used to? No. But you still play it, and you still like watching it. For example, once again, I don't watch Fortnite. All right, I don't even know. I'm assuming people still play Fortnite, but never has TikTok ever showed me a Fortnite video, bro, because I don't watch Fortnite. I actually used to watch a lot of like funny TikToks on it. Like when this guy used to legit, what up, Willie? This guy used to make funny content with like fills and like troll them, and it was on Fortnite. So I used to see a lot of Fortnite content. I stopped watching it a long time ago. Yes, it is. So yeah. Hello. All right. So my position has been compromised, has it not? I'm going to literally dip. You think he jumps? Don't chase me, I have no plates. Goofball. You thought this was? Goofball. Why don't streamers ever play solo mode? I used to play a lot of solo mode. The reason I stopped playing solos, if you don't know, all my videos that I first started playing on Rebirth Island, like all the videos that hit over millions and millions and millions of views, were all on solo mode. But I stopped playing solo mode personally, bro, because they added a thing called playlist rotation. So like if I wanted to play Rebirth Island, I used to have to wait every 15 minutes for a match, you know, and it was annoying. So I then started playing solo quads. And now it just itches my brain a little bit because it's non-stop fighting. As long as I'm not in too sweaty of a lobby. You see that? But regardless, I always say this. I think regardless of if you're in a sweaty lobby or not, unless you're in an extremely body lobby, solo quadding is still somewhat difficult because you're 1v4. You gotta know how to pick teams apart, whether they're good or not. You know what I mean? So... Here, watch this. A little trick. I'm gonna go ahead and go into this emote, and they're not gonna be able to see my head. However, I'm able to see them clearly. So once I see them moving or jumping out as the zone's closing, I'll peek my head over here in about a second or two, and I'm facing this way so my back's closer to the wall. Here they go. And then I can turn around and just start gunning them. A little bit of a tip and trick for you guys, man. Drop a like, drop a sub if you didn't know that. Come on now. There's another one. Gee whiz. Live ping that guy, so if he goes in that tent, I can gun him. Live ping is so underrated, bro. So underrated. Do you think Black Ops 7 will go on discount Friday? I think so, because I don't think that game is selling as good as they want to. You can always expect someone going for a buyback. Also, I'm center zone, so what I can do is, I don't know where anyone's at. I'll go back into this emote. And you can basically stay in this emote for as long as you want. All right, looking around. I hear someone opening a door that way. I don't really see anybody that way. Chill out, mijo. Hey, chill out, mijo. No, I'm not streamer. You streamer. Chill, you're streamer. You're streamer. Me no streamer. Like you won't answer me. I'm in the middle of a game, little man. I'm literally in a 1v6 at the moment, so just breathe and give me some time. I'm gonna open up that door. There he is. I was gonna just check it. See the red dots on the minimap? Got him. Always look at the minimap. A lot of people are like, why do you always look at the top left-hand side of your screen? It's because if you get a kill, it'll ping their teammates red on the map until research is disabled. Or if they're shooting an unsuppressed weapon, they'll pop up on the radar as a red dot. So it's always good to see where players are at. Or if they even call a kill streak in, you'll see where they're at. Look at this guy. You're scared to do a 1v3, so you're buying up your teammate. I'll let you buy him up. It's a 1v3. You had to make it a 1v4? That's embarrassing, bro. Embarrassing. We're gonna wait for his boy to come back. I'm not even gonna pick him up, bro, because a team like this will probably try to get the res. Dead. They P-striked. No, they didn't. I'll P-strike ahead. And I'm gonna play zone here. Ready? I'm gonna play angles. Alright. Play angles. See him. I'm gonna live ping him. I missed the live ping. Hear him coughing. He has no gas mask. Live ping him. Let him chill for a little bit. Let him think he's gonna get the win. I'm gonna make sure I get a solidified dub. Go into zone so we at least expect it. And put him out just like that. Come on! Let's get right to it. You ready for the new Resurgence next week? Let's just say I got something really, really big planned for the new Resurgence drop. Any guesses? Any guesses? Let's just say we got something big planned for the new Resurgence drop. Never seen before, chat. Maybe a marathon style theme. Oh God, somebody took the Jackal PDW. Who was it? Has anyone seen a Jackal PDW?
One back.
What you said? What you say, little man? Yup, get upset, get upset. Get upset. Gotta start him young, chat. What are you looking at, bro? What? No, actually, homie has a bare 50 cal aiming down that line of sight. What are we looking at? Even if something did cross his mind, I guarantee you, he would not hit that shot. And the reason for that is that tight little area, bro, someone easily slide cancels past him. I'm guessing you guys are second story, right? Down that bridge lane, is that what I'm hearing? Got him. Hello? Got him. Later, buddy. Later, buddy. Later, buddy. W audio. Who do you think is better, new gen or old gen? Depends, bro, on specifically what you're asking. I'm on fire. So I think, personally, I think old gen Rebirth players are a lot better than new gen Rebirth players, simply because new gen Rebirth players think this is movement. They think this is movement. This is not movement. That is actually terrible movement. They'll do that all day, every day, thousands of hours in the game and get one clip. All right, you don't see the behind the scenes. Those players get darted on 24/7. So those new gen players are terrible at the game. Old gen players know movement is basically flow, right? You got to have flow on the map. That is what the old gen players have, and their movement's a lot cleaner than they move with a purpose. When you move with a purpose, you move a lot faster, you look a lot cleaner. But yeah, so I would take new gen or old gen movement players over new gen movement players, 1000%. Bro, you don't know what a movement player is unless you played Cold War era when they introduced stims. You don't know what a movement is unless you played against people using a Marco on Fortune's Keep. Like, trust me, that was movement, bro. The stuff you guys see nowadays, man, that's not movement, bro. That's people just literally downloading macros on the controller that click the Y button faster and spin in circles and shoot the floor. Like, they'll be like this. Like that to them is movement. All right, so yeah, I would take old gen players definitely over the new gen in that case. Oh, that's a fire clip. That'll get him going. Up AV. You shot. Oh, there's a lot. Also, I will say this, old gen players know how to move and hit their shot. New gen players will try to do all that movement and then miss all their shots, or they don't move at all. They'll kill somebody and then start spinning circles and shooting the floor because they can't move and shoot at the same time. So big differences, big differences. And if you think I'm lying, literally go look at any clip. I feel like we're on actually the peak of a new type of movement player with the Blackout 7 coming out if they introduce wall running and the grapple hook. Someone's close. live to fight another day. Sit down, buddy boy. That's not my kill bomb. I'm gonna actually just kill him really, really fast. I can see where his teammate spawns in. Look, he's the best player. He's S here. Dude, turn me up then, bro. He's going down. Like down the hill. Oh, he's sniping. I knew I heard something. They're in the tunnel. If he didn't move that inch, I wouldn't have seen him. I'm not even kidding. Yo, chat, if you're new to the channel, make sure you drop a follow, drop a sub. And join the lucky ones, bro. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Nightbot with a following the sub. Buy me shoes with a following sub. 907 with a following sub. Mates with a following sub. On beat with a following sub. Chat, if you're new to the channel, make sure you drop a following sub. Why do I look different? I don't know what you mean, bro. What you mean by that, bro?
There's another one up there.
Where you at, yo mama? Where you at, yo mama? I'm talking to you, yo mama. Where you at?
There's still another one up there sniping.
Where you at, yo mama? Where you at? You scared? It's okay, be scared. Just say it.
Green, you need a selfie, bro. Go get that. It's free.
Look at you guys. You guys are nervous, huh? Here I come. Here comes Big Lux. Here comes Big Lux. Y'all ready for this power? You ready for this power? Y'all ready for this power?
Ooh, it's two.
There's not two. There's only one. It's only one here. It's only one. Come here. Come here. Don't run. Don't run.
I can't do nothing.
No, stop. Uh-oh. You took too long. You took way too long. I have temper too. I'm gonna pop 2 plates before you get yours off. That also helped that he got sniped. Shark, self. Okay, he jumped off. Nice. Boom. And we're good. Pop one of these bad boys. Oh, it's a 1v3. What the heck? Oh, what the heck? It's a 1v3, bro. What's up, Oscar? Yo, drop a follow on me? Nah, bro, don't say that. You look different. All right, bro. Stop saying I look different. I don't even know what that means, bro. Y'all being mean to me, bro. Y'all can't just say, hey, Lucky. Y'all just be cooking me.
Oh, no, man. Just give it.
Last one. We could actually farm this team to a 40 bomb.
What?
We'll farm him. We're gonna farm it at a 40 bomb, yeah? Bad move. Another one spawned up. Where'd he spawn up above? You're not about this. I promise you, Playboy, you're not about this. Come on. Come on. There's no gas mask either. He's gonna panic. Yep. He's one shot. He's not even gonna make it out. He's gonna get knocked. What'd I tell you?
Is he weak?
You hacker, you hacker. Ah, ja, ja, ja. Hola. Let's go. Give it to me. 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 Got it. Got it. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I got my loadout off rip. Oh my gosh. Wow. I actually pre-fired that. Boys, I got my loadout off rip. You guys want to back out now, or do you guys want to face the wrath of Lucky Chamu? That's a question. All right, well. Suit yourself. Suit yourself. I told y'all to dip. I told y'all to dip. Hello? Hello? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That guy's got a crazy mic. Can you tone that down for a little bit? Yo, Bud, can you turn it down? Buddy. What are you guys doing up there? Guys? You're really looting a chest while in front of me. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Do I not get the respect of an actual 1-on-3? Like, dude, there's a third loadout chest. Buddy really had me in his sights, and he said, I'm gonna open up a chest. No respect, bro. No respect. These new gen kids gotta learn. Yep. These new gen kids gotta learn, bro. Can I do customs? I'll think about it. You wanna, do I solo squad? I solo squad. If you want a solo squad, you just click quads and click no fill. Yo, you came back? What's up, Playboy?
I just don't know.
What'd he say? What'd he say? What'd he say? Good shots. I'll admit, good shots. We gotta get rid of that squad. If there's anyone in the lobby with good shots, we gotta take them out. That's a mean heady. Yo, that heady is mean, buddy. Oh, there's more than one there. There's 3 of them. I'm running. I'm running with my tail between my legs. I can't fight them. I lie to you. I lie to both of you. That's the #1 tip I give you for Rebirth Island. It's called deception. Off the head glitch. Listen, I pray to God you're not playing in your living room TV and your whole entire family didn't come over for Thanksgiving and watch you get absolutely dirted on like that. Off a heady is actually ridiculous. No troll. It's okay to get, you know, gun, but off a heady? Where are you? Uh-oh. You're not outside, are you? Sorry, buddy. You gotta understand, bro. Listen, when I eliminate your teammate, you pop up on the radar for me. So just holding this angle, right, and watching me and waiting for me to turn that corner, thinking you're gonna get the jump on me, it doesn't work. Because if I get a full kill on your teammate, what happens is I know exactly where you're at. So if you're standing still, it's an easier shot, okay? So don't do that next time, all right, buddy? Let's go. A lot of the people in the comments who always think I'm cheating don't know about that. How'd you know he was there? It's simple. Anytime you get an elim, which I know you're not used to doing, to the people that think I'm cheating, you get a UAV ping. Ready? Watch this. So let me kill this guy real quick. Uh-oh. And look who's pinging. One right there, one right there. I had to go for the head glitch. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. I had to go for the head glitch, bro. Wait, did we get a dono? What just happened? Did we get a dono? I gotta check this out. Oh, someone donoed. I gotta listen to it after this, bro. My fault, I didn't hear it. I heard him. Gunned him. Good shots, though. I think that's the guy with the really good shots. There's his teammate pinged. Other one's in the air. Here he comes. He's probably gonna land on his loadout. Watch. I bet his loadout's right on I. Ready? Let's think about it. What's up? Is this your loadout? Is this your loadout? Oh, shoot one. That is not his. You got it. I have no place. I'm getting my perks. I have a stem.
What are you in?
I'm up. Take out my knife to run a little bit faster. I'm not fighting this right here, chat. Down that lane with no plates, it's a GG's for me. Oh no. You didn't see me. That's just caught timing for you. Sorry, buddy. That's caught timing. He will have plates for me. So we could circle back for that fight, but I kind of don't want to. But two different teams. It's all about cutting out their angles and finding them one at a time, chat. That's all it is. Cut off the... Plate, because he did it. I knew you didn't plate. I knew you wouldn't have played it, buddy. I knew you wouldn't have played it, buddy. How long? Where is he? Alright, we out of here. What up, David? What up, J-Vel? You and your cousin look up to me? Yo, shout out you and your cousin, go. Shout out you and your cousin. Chat, if you're new to the shit, make sure y'all smack the like button and drop a subby wubby. Helps me out more than you guys can imagine. Oh, my ankles. Oh. Casi muera. We could buy a specialist. I feel like specialist, my win rate for when I have a specialist goes up by like 30%. Yo, Zayden, thank you so much for the roses, go. What's good, a lucky, no more Rebirth Gooner. Okay, first off, I'm not a Rebirth Gooner, so you better stop calling me that, okay? Second of all, you need a Baja Blast freeze. Oh my goodness. I think what differentiates a good player to a great player is a player that can identify where they're getting shot from quickly. Right there is just a bit of a turn on, so. I really got the best shot in the game, huh? Hey, Lucky, my TikTok got account? Got hacked? I have no idea, Goat. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not very tech savvy. I hope you get it back, though. Sit down, buddy. I got greedy. I got real greedy for that one. I shouldn't have done that. Yo, hola, you down low? How many am I dealing with? 2. They weren't even the same team.
Ah, puta madre.
Whatever he said. Dude, they weren't even the same team, bro. That's all right, great. There it is. That's our loadout. Okay, so we got refresh. Beautiful. Boom, boom. The only thing we're missing now is our specialist, which we could fight back for eventually, but for right now, we're in a bit of a power position. I do like my lethals and tacticals as well. Let's go up 3rd story here and hold off this area. Throwing this right here because I'm not going to the rooftop. Beautiful. We have a self-revive. We can hold these guys out. Wow. Actually, I'm upgrading my streaming PC to a 4090. And then my gaming PC is going to have the 5090. This weekend. I already have the PCs. They're in the living room. He's on there. And he's a prop. Alright, look at that zone. We gotta go to industries. There's a guy above us here. I don't want to really fight him at the moment. We're gonna dip off that. Travel underground where it's a little bit more safe. That's exactly what I was looking for. That's gonna save us money. Now that opens up the opportunity to purchase something else because gas mask would have cost us 3K. We've been left for 3K. Now we have a UAV. Keep in mind, someone is most likely ghosted. So although we're looking for 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, never mind. They're all accounted for. Beautiful. Okay. Need to focus on this team now.
Por atrás, güey, el helicóptero.
Aquí.
1v1. His entrances are either there or there. Going right already. He's in that. Oh, there it is. Damn, that was a lot closer. I got zone. He's going back to his head glitch. Hola! Come on down, mijo! Come on down. Let's go. Let's go.